Welcome back to Special Report, continuing our interview now with the Iranian Foreign Minister, Abbas Araghchi. How would you describe the state of Iran's missile program? You know, hundreds were used during the war with Israel, many destroyed. How would you describe the state of that?
Well, I think we are in a good shape right now. The capability is still there. You know, our missiles are our most reliable means of defense. So we continue our missile program. Right now, it's still in a very good shape. We have a good number of missiles to defend ourselves.
Is the Ayatollah in good health? We haven't heard from him in a long time.
I met him today. He's in a very good shape and in a very good health. And I think, you know, the whole system in Iran is quite stable and strong.
Mr. Minister, is Iran currently trying to assassinate President Trump, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, former Ambassador John Bolton, and other Trump administration officials in the wake of the death of Qasem Soleimani?
No, we have never said that. Maybe some individuals here or there have said things like that, but that has never been Iran's official position.
Mr. Minister, the Ayatollah has said death to America, and that means death to Trump. That is from the Supreme Leader. The New York Post had the Iranian fatwa crowdfunding effort, claims to have raised $40 million for bounty on President Trump's head. The campaign, organized by a group known as the Blood Covenant, comes after multiple Iranian clerics issued fatwas or death warrants against Trump. So you can see why the administration is looking at some of these signals, saying that you are doing that.
No, I think they are all propagandas. You know, we have always said, the Supreme Leader and other officials in Iran have always said that death to America is in fact death to the, you know, hegemonic policies of the United States, not to the people of United States. Yes, there are some perhaps radicals, persons or groups here and there in different places, inside, outside of Iran, who may say something like what you said, but that has never been our policy, and they will never be in our policy in the future. This is not our policy to kill anybody outside Iran, let alone the president of another country.
With all due respect, you're supplying arms and drones and missiles to Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. The Houthis are firing on U.S. and international ships. Obviously, the actions of Hamas and Hezbollah, no matter what you say their motivation is, are causing death, and efforts like that, and you're supporting all of those groups, your proxies.
Well, I'm not going to compare, but you know, what you said is exactly what Americans and Israelis are doing. The United States have supported Israel with all kinds of weapons, sophisticated weapons, to kill people in Palestine, in Gaza, in the West Bank, in Lebanon, in Syria, now in Iran, and in Yemen. We believe that those freedom fighters, let me say, Hamas, Hezbollah, Houthis, they are fighting for a just cause, and we have always supported them politically and in other ways, because we think that they are, as I said, fighting for something absolutely legitimate.
Even if that fighting, in their words, is about wiping Israel off the face of the map?
Well, if we have never said that.
They have.
Well, that is up to them. They are fighting for their own homeland, so they may say anything. But this has never been Iran's policy to wipe out Israel from the map.
Do you plan to continue to support Hamas, Hezbollah, the Houthis?
We continue to support them as long as they are supporting for their cause, for their justified demands.
But those are not justified demands, Mr. Minister. Annihilating Israel, wiping them off the face of the earth, that's what their pledge is.
I think Palestinians are fighting for their right for self-determination. Israel has made out of occupation, out of occupation of Palestinians' lands, out of the massacre of Palestinians in their homelands.
Let me wrap up with this, and we really appreciate the time and you coming on to talk about this. The message you've sent here is that you think a negotiated settlement is possible. You're sending a message of peace, you say, in your words. But the enrichment, stopping enrichment inside Iran is a non-starter. It is a red line for Iran. Is that what you're communicating today?
If the goal is to make sure that Iran will never have nuclear weapons, that is achievable. But if the goal is to deprive Iran from its rights, including the right of enrichment, I think we have difficulty. Enrichment is now stopped because our facilities have been under attacks. But any settlement for Iran's nuclear program should include enrichment in the future because that is our right. We can never give it up.
And if it included, the deal included something about a reduction in missile production or a reduction in funding for terrorist proxies who you call freedom fighters, could that be also part of a deal?
Well, on our missiles, as I said, that is our most reliable means of defense. How we can disarm ourselves, who can accept any deal like that? So we will never disarm ourselves, but I can tell you that our missiles have deterrent nature. They are for defense, they are not for offense. And also, I can assure you that Iran's missiles would never have a nuclear warhead. That is for sure.
And lastly, can you envision a time where you would have direct talks with either President Trump or the Trump administration?
Well, not for the time being, but maybe in the future. Everything depends if the United States is ready to deal with Iran on an equal footing, on mutual respect, and based on mutual interests. We are ready to continue on other subjects. But unfortunately, the JCPOA or the previous deal didn't become a successful story, didn't become a successful experience for us. And this is why we are very skeptical with Americans right now. This is why we are not ready to engage with them directly. But the moment we feel that everything is in the right order, then everything is possible.
Mr. Foreign Minister, we appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us, and we'd love to have you back as things move forward.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.